Hello friends, I am Parika Pandey. In this session, we learn about the programming language, like why we need to learn language or what is the use of language, then what is the programming language, elements of programming language, and use of the programming language. So first, let's see why we need to learn language. So without the language, the two peoples can't communicate with each other and can't connect with each other. Okay. So in the same like here what happened if one person say hi and another person is say hi, then we can say the communication between these two person is established. So for the communication purpose we need a language, and because of the language the person can share their ideas, the thoughts, the feelings with each other. So for that mainly the language is needed. Now you think why I am telling you about this. So mainly like language is necessary for peoples, the same the programming language is needed for the computers. So what is the programming language? A programming language is the computer language which is used by programmer to establish the communication between the two computers. Okay. So like if we want to communicate between the two computer or between the two application, so what we need? We need a one language for the communication purpose. So programming language is that kind of language which is used between the two application of the computer, or you can say between the two computers. Now what kind of language we are mainly using? So there are so many languages available in the market like .NET, Java, C Sharp, Python, Perl, Ruby. So these languages has different work. Like if you are creating the website, so the best language is the .NET and PHP. If you say the programming language, so the Android language, the Java is the good one. For higher technologies, which language is good? So we can say Python is the best choice. So these are the programming language is mainly used in the market. Mainly programming language includes set of instructions and define the syntax to perform a specific task. Like here you can see if I am writing print hello, so this message is going from this computer to this computer, and in this computer it is printed, this hello is printed, which is sent in written back to this computer. Okay, so here you can say this kind of thing happened by using of the programming language. Secondly, the human, if human said something like I am writing alphabets from my keyboard, so same thing is display in my laptop. So how can this possible? So because of the programming language it is possible. Now let's see the programming language elements. So these are the elements of the programming language, like statements, variables, syntax, and semantics. What is the statements? So statement is the set of instruction what they say about the written code. Okay, set of instruction, like I am writing the any code, like I am printing something or adding the two values. So in that we have to write some statements, like here adding two values. So here what we need? First of all, we need two numbers and then we add this numbers and then print the output. So we can say this is mainly the statements. Okay, like here I am writing def add a comma b and then I am printing a plus b. Okay, so this the first line, second line, these are mainly the statements of the programming language, or you can say the programming code. Now let's see the next element. Next element is the variables. What is the variable? So it is places to hold the data in memory when program executes. Mainly variable is what? It is mainly used for the storage purpose. Like in our home, we are using the different cupboard for different storage purpose. Like book cupboard for book storage, then we can say the clothes cupboard for clothes storage. Same like variable is used to store the data of programming language, or you can say store the data of your program. When you execute your program, so some data you have to store into the memory. So for that mainly we are using the variables. And in programming language there are so many types of variable available. Like at our home we are storing the book in cupboard, so we can say this is a book cupboard. So big book is the one kind of data. And if we store the clothes in cupboard, so we can say the clothes is the another kind of data. If we are storing the food in refrigerator, so refrigerator is the another kind of cupboard which store the food. Okay, so food is the another data. So same like in the programming language there are so many kinds of data available which we stores by using of the variables. Now next element is the syntax. So what is the syntax? Syntax means what's grammatically legal and it should be correct for a program to run. In programming language, if we can say the syntax, so syntax is predefined rules. Okay, in each language their own rule is available, and because of the rule they are defined some functions or they give some functions. By using of that we can write a program. So that kind of thing is what? It is a syntax. So by using of that we can execute our program, and if our syntax is correct then our program can run, otherwise it is not running. So every language has their own syntax. Now next is the semantics. The meaning of the statements. What is the meaning of the semantics? The meaning of the statements. What do they compute? It should be correct to make a program work as expected. It means what? If we are writing the statements for our program, like here we have written the define add method, then a and b is the parameter and print a plus b. So this is your statement, two statements, and this is mainly the syntax for creating the function. And semantics means what? Like here I have written add a comma b. So it is showing that we can, by using of this method we can add two numbers. So it is showing the meaning of the statements. So this is mainly called a semantics. And here what is the variable? A comma b. So a and b is the variable where you can store the data, like whatever result is coming, so I can store in a plus b. Okay, here if you write c equals to a plus b and then print c. So here c is the variable which is storing the data of addition of these two parameters. Now the uses of programming language. What is the use of programming language? So by using of the programming language we can create many kind of applications. Like we can create the graphical user interface based application or Windows based application, like we are using the paint. Okay, so this is mainly the GUI based application which is created by using of any programming language. Okay, so by using of the programming language we can create this kind of application. Here like we can understand this. If I am clicking on oval and then come here, it means I am creating the oval. If I am taking the A, so here mainly I can able to write something. So here this is showing that user can easily understand what they can do by using of this icons or this buttons. So this kind of application mainly we can say it is a graphical user interface application, and by using of this we can easily understand or create our graphics. Okay, this is the one application. Second GUI application, I can say the billing system. If you are going to any grocery shop, so in the grocery shop, they create a bill, okay, and for that they are using one small application. So it is mainly called the GUI based application. Now let's see the next uses. Next is the web application. Web application means what? Like the application which you can open in the browser, like our Gmail, Yahoo, Google. So this kind of application we can say the web application, and everyone know that without the web application we can't live. Okay, so because without the Google we can't solve our problem. So this kind of application we can easily create by using of the programming language. It is not necessary you can create by using of one language, but you can use any language for creating that kind of web application. Now next is the adaptive model by using machine learning model. So mainly right now the machine learning algorithm is the popular, and this algorithm is mainly used for creating the adaptive model. Adaptive model means what? Like in the YouTube, like I am always checking about the Python language. So what happened? YouTube always suggests me the new Python videos. So this kind of model creation is mainly called the adaptive model. Okay, we can easily create the adaptive model by using of Python language. Second, forecast prediction. Okay, forecast prediction means what? Like in the company, they are taking their past data, and according to that data, we do the analysis and create a one model, and it is the forecast prediction model. So it is also created in programming language. Then some script we are creating, which is automate the manual tasks of our work. Okay, so because of that what happened, it reduced the human work, and it reduced the, we can say, the hard work. Okay, like I have to check or 100 Excel sheet every day and do some analysis on it. So you can write one small program, and by using of that you can automate this task, so productivity of your work is also increased. And the main thing, we can create the game application. For the game application is the most popular thing in any person's life. Okay, everyone is playing the game, online games, and also the offline games. So this game is mainly created by using of programming language. So we can say programming language is necessary in our life. Okay, without programming language we can't do anything. So in the next session we'll learn about the Python IDLEs, means what kind of Python IDLEs we can use for installing the Python, and secondly what are the Python IDLE used for which purpose. Thank you.